What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Respect the Game podcast. My name is Edward, named after a trilogy, that being my pop. Shout out to my mother and my grandmother for helping raise me too. Please make sure you go follow at Emcstats for all your up-to-date high school, pro, and collegiate sports coverage. We'll not disappoint. We'll keep you up to date on all that is going on in the beautiful sports world. It is a new year. Obviously, feeling great, feeling good. Not currently at full strength to start off the year, but nonetheless, Shine Heart Izzo is never too far away. But yeah, man, what is a podcast without your brethren?
Yo, it is the host with the most that blows the most smoke, Black Peace, the rap plug, the hip hop plug. You already know. Yo, be sure to go check out Talkin Smoke, my very own podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your dope podcast from. That's where you can find it at, man. We got new episodes coming at you. Hot. Let's go.
Good evening, beautiful people. It is I, the one and only Sedacious Miles. You can go follow me at I am Sedacious on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Let's go, bro. Oh, and Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year! Yeah, man.
NYE.
Yes, beautiful people. And make sure you go follow our brother Shine Heart Izzo at Shine Heart Izzo. Yeah, by now, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard the news about Damar Hamlin, a defensive back for the Buffalo Bills, and the tragic injury that occurred with the cardiac arrest. Um, Unfortunately, that situation was a reminder to everyone across the world that life is far more important than sport. Though sports is in our everyday lives and it, provides entertainment and escape. All in all, those athletes are humans at the end of the day. Before they're anything else, they're humans. And so the Damar Hamlin situation, it brought me to a quote that I came across that I always found extremely intriguing by Kobe Bryant. And I found this quote before he passed away, unfortunately. And, after his death, I couldn't seem to get the quote out of my head, and it made all the more sense. And the quote simply goes, paraphrasing, Kobe Bryant once said, "If basketball is the greatest thing that I've done with my life, then I have failed." Right. And so at the time, didn't understand. I was like, "What do you mean, Kobe Bryant? You're the absolute, you're a GOAT, like you're the best," or whatever the case may be. But, as time goes on, you reflect on that quote, and it's just like, wow, even in devoting as much as he did to the game of basketball, he was able to understand that his life, his purpose, his existence upon this earth was far greater than him dribbling a basketball. And basketball was really just an avenue, a tool he used to use his gift of dedication, discipline, and hard work and to inspire people through that, right? And so again, the Damar Hamlin situation is just a reminder that these athletes' lives are far more important than the sport that they play, right? Their lives are not connected to a sport. It is something they do. It is not what they are. Um, so yeah, man. So just, and I know we've been fairly heavy with recent episodes to end off the 2022 year with just sports entertainment. But considering the situation and the circumstances, I think it's no better time than now to just do an episode. And we started off like this, here and there, but we just really hadn't done it in like quite some time. Just this good old episode, just about life, not sports, not who gonna do what, not the playoffs, prize picks, and just life. Like, how's boys doing to kick off the new year? What goals or whatever aspirations boys don't mind sharing? Where boys' mind state at, and just kicking this new year off, and just working towards goals and dreams, man. How boys been doing?
Well, Darnell, I'll let you go first.
Well, I already have, like, fresh off. I already have something. New Year's already started. I ran into a situation where I believe New Year's Day, my car wouldn't get out of gear. It wouldn't shift out of gear. I'm stuck at a corner store. Uh, pretty hard dropping to a certain extent, being the first of the year. But at the same time, though, I'm like, I'm not, for some reason, I'm not worried. So I go through everything, YouTube everything. I'm up there for about an hour. I'm getting late for work. I finally call my wife, let her know, like, hey, this is what's going on, keeping her calm. Next thing you know, the tempering and tamper with everything. My car finally gets out of ship. I got to a point where I was supposed to either make a decision to go straight to work or stop by the house. I decided to stop by the house. To wrap it up, man, instead of being something catastrophic, it was actually something that was just like a minor inconvenience. And that's what I've been saying the whole entire time since it happened. I said, if this is what my year has in store for me, minor inconveniences instead of catastrophic events, I will take those hands on, because this last year that we have had has been horrible. There has been no minor inconveniences. I don't think for anybody. Everybody's been taking left hooks and punches to the gut when they ain't looking, and stabs to the back. So all I got to say is, to the new people of this new year, any kind of things that come your way, um, just be grateful, knowing we've had a pretty rough year last year, and just keep your chin up, knowing that you made it through a hard year of 2022. So 2023 is about to get his head stomped on, and I feel like it's gonna be like a group effort from just everybody that's down. So pretty much, man, just everybody put your foot on 2023's neck.
Yeah. So I am very optimistic about this year. Um, I feel like we all try to do our best to take advantage of every year. And when we get into that new year, we're aroused about that new year. It's like, okay, well, this is just the restart. This is the refresh. I'm really due it this time. And how I feel about it, honestly, is just that nothing really changes for us. Um, if you a dog for real, you know what I'm saying? New Year's is just a Sunday for you, and you was just dogging it out, right? Like how we always do. But yeah, it was great to celebrate. It's a blessing to be able to see another year. It's a blessing to be able to, celebrate and be with your family for the holidays, because you have that Christmas running around into New Year's. And so all of that is a blessing to be a part of. But for the real dogs that's out here working, man, nothing really changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still had our work prepared for us, ready for us when we got back to it. And we are just getting back to it. Eventually, things change. And so what's going to happen is, our perspectives, the things that we see are going to change. You know what I mean? Even the houses that we're in. I'm not even going to be looking at what I'm looking at sometime this year. And I'm expecting that. I'm expecting it to feel weird, and I'm expecting it to eventually feel normal that I'm in my, you know what I'm saying? So it's just change, and you know what I'm saying, and just continuing to love and welcome that change is all. And like Darnell said, just recognizing your blessings to be able to breathe, wake up, and enjoy the new day, the new year. So I've been good. I stay right there in that sweet spot of always, giving praise to the Most High and humbling myself and continuing to go and continuing to work. And that formula, you know, has never failed me yet. And so I'm just going to continue with that. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen for all of us. Eventually, we're going to all be in comfortable spaces mentally and financially.
Right on, man. For me personally, obviously 2022 highlight of my 2022, getting married. And after getting married, trying to you grind, save up, make sure you have the wedding that you want, and then that's like a big. Then like you look back up and it's just like, oh, I still have all these goals that like I still want to do. And so for me personally, man, I I definitely burnt out in 2022, long before the Thanksgiving break, Christmas break. I was like probably like mentally shot like the last half of the year, like holding on by my chinny chin chin. And so coming into this year, I it's about for me coming into this year for me, it's about planning better and saying, okay, it's okay to be tired. It's okay to get fatigued, winded, need your mental breaks or whatever the case may be. But it's like drawing out my plans and my goals as to the T as I possibly can. So I can designate for myself to be like, all right, this is the mission at hand. I'm sure we're going to get fatigued at some point with just the day to days of life. But like, this is your designated break. So you could go 120 miles per hour is as much as you need to go, but like this is your designated break. So don't look for no breaks until like this scheduled time that you set out for yourself, just to be able to have that balance of like working smart and working hard. Because sometimes like you could just be working hard for so long and you just feel like, bro, I'm just running in place. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
What is going on?
You need that reset.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You you have to hit that reset. So for me, looking at my 2022, then looking at my 2023, it's just about being more calculated and being more disciplined with my time to achieve all the things that I want to achieve. And sometimes our goals and our dreams, I think they could seem daunting to us, and it could in your mind you can't fathom or see I'm not gonna be able to do that, or like that's gonna take a whole lot longer. But it's just like it really just sometimes comes down to like the sacrificing and the discipline of like how you use your time. Like what you want is beyond achievable. It's achievable and then some. You just got to be able to hunker down and harness that discipline and how you use your time. And that's something I know for sure I want to improve upon as it goes as I go into this new year with just, being effective, working smart, knowing when to work smart, knowing when to work hard, and just using my time as wisely as I possibly can. And shoot, and then boys turn 30 this year, right? So, you want to start laying that foundation for, 30, building up for the 40s, making sure wife is straight, then starting trying to like orchestrate, like, all right, where's the sweet spot, God, to try to start having kids and so on and so forth. So, yeah, man. And definitely trying to become a master of using my time wisely, a whole lot better than I have, the 29 years I've been upon this earth. And really more so on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis. So it's just like, you know, it's steady building up to something greater, and it's not just like, oh, I got a week, I gotta try to cram this out, but just trying to just axe away at the tree day by day, bit by bit, piece by piece, brick by brick. But yeah, um to either one of y'all, biggest lesson that you say you took from 2022 that you're taking with you into 2023, biggest lesson you took from 2022 that's going to propel your 2023.
I'll go first. God is bigger than your circumstances. Um, we get sometimes pressure get it feels so closed in and so tight, right? And you feel so alone, and then you feel so scared, and then you feel anxious, but then you feel motivated, and you feel like you can do this, and it's so many emotions, right? And what you got to understand that God is bigger than what you're thinking, right? God is bigger than what you got going on. You know what I mean? Because He owns everything, right? He everything belongs to Him. So what you got to get out of is you got to get out of what you're going through in that moment, in that time, and remember back to all of the times that He's brought you through and He's carried you through. You know what I mean? Like this ain't gonna be the first time. This ain't gonna be the last time. Remember that and understand that God is bigger than this circumstance for today, for this month, for this year, and you're gonna be okay.
To co-sign what you are saying, Sedacious Darnell, because you tilt the camera and show the beautiful people the message that is above your head in between Bob Marley and The Weeknd.
Switch that up.
There you go. For those who may not be able to see it, let your faith be bigger than your fear. Let the church say amen.
Man.
Biggest lesson you got that you taking with you in 2023, D?
Always remember, it's a kind of a slight piggyback off what Sedacious just said, but it can always get worse. It can always get worse. So just when you think things are hard or too tough for you, or you thought you can, oh man, no, it can always get worse. Always keep your faith. Always keep your eyes on the prize. Always keep your eyes on Christ. You know what I mean? And the moment you kind of get to that point where you feel like you're alone and you feel like you're doing it by yourself, He's gonna give you the opportunity to do it alone and by yourself and really show you how it really feels. So, and it's just one of the things where you just got to stay on no matter how long it is. He knows the plan. He knows your plan. And I feel like at the end of the day, he works with you with your plan of what you want to do to be successful. You just got to hold on and believe it's going to happen. For me, I had a situation to where it set me back pretty bad. And then I realized later on in the year, I was going to be okay if I would have just kept my eyes on him, period. I look at it in retrospect, if all the events didn't happen, I just kept my eyes on him and done right, I would have been good. But due to the fact of I thought I was alone, just like my brother Sedacious said, I ended up falling back. And just enough just to show me, okay, I'm gonna spank your hand, but I'm not gonna, cast you out. I'm just gonna show you, the circumstances of how bad they could have been. But guess what? You're good. I still love you. I'm gonna kiss you on the forehead, and we're gonna keep this pushing, and we're gonna do better in 2023 and beyond. So yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like basically, taking your eyes off God and you start to sink. You're trying to walk on that water. It's like, oh Lord,
Oh, but he'll come out and extend his hand and pull you out. But guess what? You're gonna be soaking wet from your waist down. Period.
1000%. I'll let you float, but I won't let you sink.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Yeah, man. So for me, the biggest lesson I took from 2022 that is going to not only prepare me to through my 2023, 24, 25, so on and so forth, that I felt the most heaviest about in terms of just feeling like God is like piercing it in my heart and my spirit and my soul, that I am entering a season of sowing seeds. And it's a golden hour, it's a golden time for me to be sowing seeds of just whether it's habits, whether it's discipline, whether it's monetary seeds. But I've entered the season of sowing seeds to truly reap the harvest that my heart desires, and then some, including all that God has for me. And by way of sowing those seeds and entering that season, I have to be very meticulous about how I spend my time each and every day. Um, so yeah, man. For me, it's that simple. I've entered the season of sowing seeds, and I have to, in order to be able to sow those seeds appropriately to reap the harvest that my heart desires, I got to be disciplined and strategic with how I go about spending my time on the day to day, man. And so yeah, man. Definitely hope, you know, not that whatever our lessons are have to be applicable to our listeners, but if they help y'all in any way, shape, or form, that's definitely always great to hear, man. So if you're listening, well, obviously you're listening, but drop in the comments, please. What are those lessons that you plan to take from your 2022 to propel you into your 2023, man? This is a great episode. We wasn't at full strength. No, our boy Sean Izzo would have definitely added some super hot fire. But definitely look forward to hearing from him next week on the episode. Yeah, man. Make sure you follow me at Emcstats. Follow Sedacious at I am Sedacious. Brother Black Peace at Black underscore Peace. And make sure you follow our brother Sean Izzo at Sean Izzo, man. We love you, beautiful people. First episode of the new year. Gonna stay consistent. Gonna stay coming to y'all every week. And y'all already know that is what you call a great episode. See you, beautiful people, next week.